Hey, what's going on, everybody? About a year ago, I recorded a video about a new pilot program known as 09 Mike. There were a lot of unknowns with it still being a fairly new program, but we've had a lot of information come out. So I've received quite a few calls from folks all over the country with questions and concerns. So I decided it's about time we fill in some of those unknowns. So before we dive in, please understand that in no way does this course hinder your enlistment process. You will hold all the cards. So let's start with the most common questions I've been asked. What exactly is an 09 Mike? Military Occupation Specialty 09 Mike is a delayed entry trainee or conditional contract. This just means that your job and enlistment terms will not be available or decided until you earn a qualifying score in the ASVAB. What is the difference between joining the delayed entry program with another MOS and then joining as an 09 Mike? When you join the Army with a qualifying ASVAB score, you get a training date and reserve training seat for the job that you choose based on the qualifying line scores. That includes incentives and things like that. When you enlist 09 Mike, you will go to Fort Jackson, South Carolina for 90 days. Then you'll retake the ASVAB at the end, and then you will go through the renegotiation process to select your new enlistment terms, job, incentives available to you, etc. All you're doing is just adding 90 days at the beginning of your term of service to help you get a better score so that you can qualify for better jobs. Or if you have a specific job in mind, then it'll help you qualify for that job. Will I get paid as an 09 Mike? Yes, and not only are you going to be getting your biweekly salary just like the rest of the Army, but you'll also be issued uniforms. You'll get TRICARE health insurance for you and your entire family starting the day you report to Fort Jackson. When you join the Army as an 09 Mike, you are in the same Army and receive the same benefits as other trainees. You just don't have a skill MOS identified yet. The 09 Mike program, or ASVAB camp, or Future Soldier Prep course as it's commonly known as, is a course designed and operated by the Army that allows applicants who score between 21 and a 30 on the ASVAB to enlist into the Army, provided they're otherwise qualified to join. The program has exploded with success. As of June this year, with over 6,100 enlistments since its induction and over a 90% ASVAB pass rate at the conclusion of the 90 days, with an average score increase of 20 to 30 points. There are expansions in the works that could show historic changes to the enlistment process in the very near future. As of today, the Army is on a very limited basis allowing scores between 16 to 20 to join under this program to expand opportunities for new recruits. So to qualify for one of these slots, it's pretty tedious, but to qualify, you have to be physically qualified through the MEPS. You have to be willing to join the regular Army only, have a test score between 16 and a 20 on the ASVAB. By test score, I mean your AFQT. It's your trainability score. You have to have a minimum of 100 will-do score on the TAPAS. And you have to be willing to ship on very short notice, typically within 2 weeks from enlisting. Once that's done, you will be added to the wait list for slots to open. As of now, there are between 40 and 50 slots roughly allocated per recruiting brigade. There are 6 brigades across the country, so go to your nearest recruiter, find out if you fit these criteria and enlist now. Usually it's a day or 2 notice tops. Okay. There's also an opt-in version of the Future Soldier Prep course, which allows future soldiers with a qualifying score between 31 and a 49. Now, yes, this is a passing score, but basically the intent behind this course is to take 31 to 49, which is known as a Bravo, all right, Bravo category, and turn you into an Alpha, which would give you higher tier of incentives, schools, things like that, right? It would give you more qualifications for better schools, better opportunities. The chance to go to a 30-day crash course at Fort Jackson, There's typically a very short window of opportunity for this option. So from the time that you receive your score within that range, you have until you meet with the guidance counselor at MEPS. Oftentimes, it's going to be the very next day or the next morning to express your desire to use that option. The Army has taken these successful courses a step further by combining the FSPC 21 to 30 course with the ARMS 2.1 course, and if you're not familiar with that, or it's also known as the fitness course. If you're not familiar, it's for those who are taped and they fall between the 2% and 6% over the Army Accession's maximum body fat percentage limit. Okay, so if you're in that range and you also have a score between a 21 and a 30, you can combine those schools. You will go to the ASVAB camp first, get a qualifying score, and then you'll go to the weight camp. Okay, those are 90 days apiece. These courses have opened a lot of doors for thousands of soldiers so far, and that number is just rapidly growing each month, especially with the implementation of further expansions of that program. If you have more questions or if you need a more thorough explanation, please feel free, don't hesitate to contact me, 319-821-7882, or email me at brandon.t.blue.mill@army.mil. That'll be at the bottom of your screen here. Please keep in mind I'm in the Central Time Zone, so I may or may not answer the phone if you call me at midnight, like some of you have. But I hope this cleared things up for you, and I wish you the best of luck on your future success in the Army. Now go out there and crush that test. Have a good day.